Jamaica hasn't seen numbers like these in decades. Murders are down by over 36%. Shootings falling. Rapes slashed nearly in half. And at the center of this unexpected crime turnaround, something experts are calling the Blake effect, a new kind of leadership. But this isn't just about one man. It's about a vision, a force, and a team that's crushing crime in ways many thought impossible. He didn't come from privilege. He didn't attend a big-name high school. He grew up in a tough St. Andrew neighborhood. But Dr. Kevin Blake did something few could. He rose, stayed grounded, and then lifted an entire police force with him. He grew where he was planted. What makes this even more remarkable is the timeline. Just over a year into the job, he's leading the most significant drop in murders Jamaica has seen in modern memory. In April 2025 alone, murders fell to their lowest monthly count in over 20 years. In fact, for the first time in decades, Jamaica is on track to record fewer than 600 murders this year, down from over 1,500 just 2 years ago.
But ladies and gentlemen, I am prepared and I'm ready to bring the best of my intellect, my training, my personal discipline, and emotional intelligence to lead this Jamaica Constabulary Force to be the next best edition of itself.
But how did he do it? It starts with how he thinks. Blake isn't your typical top cop. He's a technologist, a strategist, a PhD holder whose thesis focused on policing through information systems. While others were chasing criminals, Blake was designing the systems to track them, map them, and outthink them. He joined the JCF in 2002, worked his way up through the intelligence branch, and became the architect of Jamaica's crime and intelligence management system. But he didn't just use intelligence. He helped build the very model the force uses today.
Jamaica deserves a police force that is responsive, a force that is modernized, and on par with the best law enforcement agencies in the world. Jamaica wants justice, and for many Jamaicans, justice often starts in an interaction on any given day with the police. That interaction, whether forceful or otherwise, must be predictably professional and respect for the law and for the individual. We know this as the JCF. For over 150 years, we have been the most tactile workforce in Jamaica. And in more recent years, we have made significant strides in improving how we interact and engage with the people whom we are here to serve and protect. Under my watch, unprecedented programs will be launched to win the hearts and minds of communities across Jamaica, to restore the JCF as the rightful legal guardians of Jamaica, providing trusted and reliable security services.
He's also the only commissioner in Jamaica's history to use math, yes math, to shut down a criminal network. Through Operation Musketeer, he applied a mathematical formula to unravel a guns for drugs ring. It wasn't just theory, it worked. Fast forward to 2024. Crime had already started to dip, but under Blake's leadership, it collapsed even faster. In just 4 months, murders dropped nearly 36%, shootings by 30%, rapes by 47%. April 2025, just 42 murders, compared to 82 the year before.
One of the most significant outcomes of 2024 has been the 18% reduction in murders. This represents a major step forward in enhancing public safety and reducing the devastating impact of violent crime on our society. Such a reduction does not occur by chance. It is the result of deliberate, strategic planning and execution, driven by the commitment of the men and women of the JCF, supported by partnerships across all sectors of society.
Midway through 2025, people started to ask, Is this for real? Could this be the moment Jamaica finally turned a corner? Let's look deeper. It wasn't one thing. It was many. Blake called it professionalism plus precision. That meant holding every officer accountable while also defending the good ones. He declared, "I don't train my police to lose." And he made it clear that criminals who challenged the police would be met with greater force. But that didn't mean turning the force into an iron fist. It meant smarter policing, more data, less guesswork. Under his leadership, the JCF rolled out over $650 million in new technology, including radios, handheld scanners, mobile printers, and surveillance equipment. Then came the surprise, Constable Smart, an AI-powered assistant that speaks both Jamaican patois and English. It's built to handle 119 emergency calls and even take police reports at stations. It's not science fiction. It's already in pilot mode. This is the future Blake's been building for 2 decades, a force that's smart, fast, and responsive.
April 2025 has marked another historic milestone. For the second time this year, we have recorded the lowest number of murders in over 2 decades. 44 lives were lost in April compared to 82 in the same month last year. This follows our previous record in February when we reported 48 murders, the lowest figure in over 25 years. These are not just statistics. Each number represents lives saved, communities stabilized, and a signal that the tide is turning.
But Blake didn't do it alone. He empowered his team, pushed hard for officer training, promotions, higher standards, and community partnerships. He backed Indicom publicly, reminding Jamaicans that no one in uniform is above the law. And he didn't just talk reform, he executed it. Under a government program, over 170 police stations have been renovated or rebuilt. ISO 9001 certification for the JCF, and an intelligence unit with a 20% hit rate, meaning 1 in 5 leads turn into results. That's world-class. Now, some critics still raise tough questions, especially about the number of fatal shootings. And Blake has responded with honesty. He says, yes, the number is too high, but blame those who shoot at us, not those trained to respond. It's a delicate balance, firmness with accountability. So, where does this all go? If the trends continue, Jamaica could see its lowest murder count in decades. But it'll take more than Blake and his team to keep it going. It'll take consistent funding, strong government backing, and community support. Let's share 4 things you probably didn't know. Number 1. Blake still visits his childhood school, Jericho Primary, to read to students and show them what's possible. Number 2. His AI system, Constable Smart, has a database of Jamaican laws and can learn from real calls. Number 3. He developed Jamaica's intelligence model from scratch before becoming the commissioner. Number 4. For 6 straight quarters, murders have fallen. That's a record. This is what the Blake effect looks like. But the real question isn't how far he's taken us. It's how far Jamaica is now ready to go. If you believe Jamaica can keep moving forward, and you want more stories that spotlight leadership, transformation, and impact, subscribe to Impacting Jamaica right now.